You didn't come. I think the first issue we're discussing has to do with the special prosecutor, and then come on Ura KSM AD. Some of the bites that we also got from the interview. He's clearly stating that NPP during the NPP era, he did not get the help that he needed to do to perform the way Enyama Eko Sisiano and Honkomo and Ayedi Sisiano, the next 6-7 minutes, or the Anafi and other matters.
But as you could do, me find Chakasia Pama Ghana Funyana on behalf of the incoming flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Brian Champon.
Okay. And
then a pound for Siuchium Pana. Or the pro boy, Uti region a baby, Yamebua or China, Shasi won't feel mountain. Inti mini abemo ne fanti no wote pa interestingly I'm from the central region Anomabo and Asen na mu sanse ya wo mu ankran ti me fanti ne dia ya kakra me nya ka be ka pat ti be ba for tutorials kakra no ama me fanti no enyo no dia biti all right so me fan the baby a odi free kakra me say as a member of the New Patriotic Party o share a year reform sa e wo Ghana say yen fan koketa sa bebre na you can trace it to the NPP government since President Kufuor now most of the reforms are here say ye be quote here kita share both in government sector and then even the judiciary changes and amendments are bebre na emanate from the NPP administration. Enti which say ebano NPP we are indeed committed to the rule of law say obi ye bonia ye mfa no emfa so na ohwe na say in cases pa abane ade and the demeanor, the responses and reactions of the NPP could man who say NPP who are say bio so boneso say ye believe say indeed say obi a body we believe say ampa imran nani nindi he should go through the right processes. On that score there minimum ya adwin sanso na menene ya adwin say the current form of our constitution ni emra bebre even including the public PPA act nankasa because we share supposed crimes, infractions, whatever that we term as corruption. Baby, are just, if you like, mere infractions. Say, you say, Mrane say, coin we so now for, but not that necessarily that you who say ampa obi sikebi abanebotom. Now, when this argument to the OSP, ebe me 1 year say the comment no enmity kakra. Me bana me tie except from what you are saying. Say abanya ekufuado. Esan say opese onko ketasehye wanka se sebio yemfa enko against the political opponents na mo or determined say obi discuss say ye ono ne appointee past appointees and as future appointees kra no one aban ni nyanko a yemfa wundi na obi beka se ebia ye set up say yemfa enko against the then opposition NDC members na ye me wanwa pa ebiem say osanso kra ka se ase aban na ama ne kwan the freedom or opportunity to operate freely no me 1 year pa esan say ora kisie jaben o take over I think somewhere around 2021 August 2021 na sa afino o take over nankasa budget allocation keke aban the man keke is over in excess of 124 million Ghana cedis 124 million Ghana cedis. Na sasika we say abaya onye committed say obe retulu obe resource anampo obe ma okwan na waye ejuma menji ni say anka aban no in spite of all the challenges ayewo considering other equally important sectors like road ni infrastructure and other developmental and critical issues obe just ani nyina na nka wa committee this amount of funds towards OSP new operations into everyone year kano the following or subsequent year or some release 170 and no crown almost revise no edeko about 138 and so much so kakra because obviously our share budget na ye suggest say okay afi be release say but omo ye subsequent budget year in the same year bu omo say aban no ebia ye funds na nka ohwe ni ntimi amba omo timiti so but 138 million se bi enye se kaketwa impono afi ye wo mu ya na is in excess of 146 million Ghana cedis. Inti for obia yeah, establish wama was say, but the fan compare even Owura Hamidu time when Owura Hamidu was crying and our resources near there. So this OSP has no excuse. Say obe faili anampo say we deflected the responsibility no e de akọ obi so. Na moma yen hwe say saa sika mabobo yesu nyina no. Does it correspond to the efforts or outcomes of investigations awaye so far na? Mesre na wetiefuo ma memre na me read just a paragraph of a story about Cecilia Dapa issue anyina na Cecilia Dapa say be with this guy with Wieska. I say Edward Chung J or the men starting free ahamo sorry. I say
Kessben 92.9 the Biachi.
I said Dr. Tufuo held that the action for seizure and freeze of accounts were done on mere speculation. This is from a sitting judge. Otena asem so because era Cecilia Dapa the petitioner call my superior court. I say held that the action of seizure and freeze of accounts were done on mere speculation, guesses, and a reaction to the media frenzy on the role found in the house of the respondent former sanitation minister. And this is what has been playing, and the reason why some of us think the OSP is not doing what he's expected to do, but unfortunately has turned his outfit into, if you like, a PR and a communication outfit of the AG's office. That is what I think. Why? Because Bibia no about out no beka. Yeah, just few days ago, his reaction to Owura, the former NPA boss
Hamid Mustafa
Hamid. What happened? Ose Mustafa Hamid committed some crimes and into no order court. Fine. Now wako judge chairman wuntimi, and then media approach it and say, hey, no be a work case. Ana uba beja obi no si o. Me make case ni there. Some catch him on the dark ramp say she then a serious office I won't hear say as office of the special prosecutor, you come out and give a release on your social media handle say now accused person name these are the facts. In fact, we've seized some properties. I freezing account near there, and then the lawyers of Mustafa comes to say there's nothing like that, because so far as we are concerned, there's no company, no bank account, no asset or property that belongs to us, and I will freeze it. And then I think yesterday the OSP is out again with another publication on their social media wall once again. Said they be in fact publish details of the said assets now. None of the assets, none of the companies, none of the bank account details has the name Mustafa Hamid. So it's like media friends in Yenede. Anything I'm quoting is away from the certain judge or Cecilia.
No, but does it mean that clearly say Nini Dimwa is also believe that a Yenedia?
Well, that is
what it means.
That is when you are able to link the said company. Say indeed, for example, if you go to the Regional General Department, send a law money, you see you can pierce the veil or whatever. No. Have you done that? Has the OSP been able to establish that indeed when they pierced that veil, no, they saw that he was behind those companies?
Maybe they have.
The answer is no, based on the publication they themselves has made on their wall. If indeed they were able to establish in their write-up, say, these companies, we realized that he was the one behind it, and I said, fine, then we can have a discussion. But now, what exactly are we having the discussion about? Is it even the original case about Mustafa Hamid, or media Busana say case BNO and the supposed, and then it is now a banter between me freezing your property, me freezing my property. Yeah.
But wait, are you not worried? Are you not worried? They say, Mafa eye OSP se ombedi juma ema o my Ghana. Na sanipa kruya ene o kanadwene akanokre na kumemu akire wo se time na moteso no na menya akwenya no entumi nya de sane de fata. And indeed he insisted to say wabubodin around that time Signal Bureau was not helping me. Around that time immigration M1 me or sign a scenario to tell you say abrante na ye kan ho asem sisia no the cousin of the president. So you should understand. All Kokrano, who catch Ubukra security crass say, hello, what you mean, Muyana or Babeko, Obia Mbiano. Now, he is not the only person. before or no, the same government gave us the very first ever your friend is Matinamidu, who also, before leaving himself, decided to tell us the enyani the enkoso ye ewo hono no kra ni de no kra the next time no kra no ne obi beka ne law na ye de ye ne djuma no kra ni ehise ni nyina pon wie. But he came out to tell you too many things that are happening there in terms of corruption and how he is being prevented from doing the same thing. Now you have the second OSP who was also brought in by the same government, and he's also telling you another version of the same government preventing me from working. Are you not worried?
No, I wouldn't be worried. Many women Ora Matinamidu time na ono no ye OSP no. At no single point in time, if indeed he was committed to ejumana ya diamana na about ka say, I'm trying to undertake this exercise, but I'm being prevented. He didn't do that all through the process till at the time on one kasa efele say ejuma no nye biem na yembusa eniema be na lead towards that na obe make those pronouncements to the extent say a man a building e kura or say on no mpe building we are in this country. Even building 9 kesi ejaben ne mpam for occupy no, it was given to Matiam, then he rejected it. We all know this. Feeling said that office no mbefete or no enya sa office no pe. Inti kiti ejaben ba anymore no, that office na the man no be renovation and the omo occupy no. So there were a certain pettiness on the side, if you ask me.
But when the president is accused of being the mother of all serpents, I'm not sure.
Well, I was
now OSP is also telling you right now. I know what she says. Signal Bureau, Immigration, Security, were just blocked.
I was expecting, say, Kisiye Jabin. Obviously, Ora Matinamidu, he didn't make those assertions based on empty stuff. Maybe he opened files, there are documentation to prove so your investigations. Kisiye Jabin, for the past 8 years and now 4 years, Kisiye Jabin by and I went to an investigation. Yembusa said it's been 10 months now since
yes.
Those supposed cases are in Matinami because we need the freedom to investigate. Has the current OSP been able to tell us, case we now Matinami do na almost permanent kwano on why your investigation say na kudruana. It is only then that we can have a discussion.
Okay.
But until then, there is no proof. We feel he was bitter. Now I'm coming to the Kisiye Jabin interview.
Yes. Quick one.
What he said, if I remember, he never said since or started and onya free role to investigate. It was a specific comment that had to do with why he didn't arrest Kenoforiata and Sana Ofria. That is to say, beside that, if you like, issue Nepeno, he's not been stopped with any. He's been given the free chance to handle any other case. That's my assumption or presumption. Now with a year Kenoforiata, we are here in this country. When after the election, you want maybe the sitting president can do, and the sitting president no timing. Even at that time, no, there was even at that time they even record some diplomatic passports. There are several actions that were taken by the transitional team. Then, is it the case that Kisiye Jabin is trying to tell us that he drew the attention of the then transitional team and they also did not do anything about this? Is that the case, or is it an afterthought, sir? Okay. Because he was negligent and was ineffective, and again because he is under public pressure to bring in Kenoforiata, and now he has to give these excuses. And
all right.
Unfortunately, it's as if NDC by and yes, the age is so yeah. BBI is a collaborative effort, sir. Before you even trial somebody or before you even secure conviction of a supposed accused person, hang the nipa why yes, whether okudibimo okudifo yasay.
All right.
But I think said they should hasten slowly. The Ghanaian populace are not interested in the Ghanaian populace are interested we this guy the not kwama court did not tum. The not kwama court just kind of mind. That is what the Ghanaians people are looking at. And and their press conference or China press conference. Say press conference there, and I think no one that's in the office in the crowd international press conference because press center because that's a walking distance. Let me show you press center.
My office now, okay.
Office of the special prosecutor. So with the same lane as international press center. It may be on your back or head international press center.
But I say, why many attending Kano, the NPP communication officer, Brian, the champion campaign team, attending Kano 20 minutes past the hour of Nayaba.